That was what we call in the business, Brian, a crowd pleaser. That's what we call a crowd pleaser. All right. Next up is FenSens. 3 minutes on the clock. 3, 2, go.
Perfect. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Andy Caruza, and I'm the CEO of FenSens. 80% of drivers on the road today cannot see behind them, leading to over 15,000 injuries per year and over $6 billion in personal and property damage. But everybody wants all the new car tech. What they find is it's too expensive or too difficult to install in the aftermarket. So for instance, if you're looking for a nice backup camera or a sensor, be prepared to pay a couple $1,000s from the dealership. Even on a brand new 2017 Audi, it's $3,000 for the technology package upgrade just to get a backup camera. If you go into the aftermarket, you're going to spend, you could buy a kit online, but you have to wire it yourself. Most people in this audience, I'm sure, probably don't even change their oil anymore, let alone wire anything in their vehicle. So there's this big problem in the aftermarket with automotive accessories. Everybody wants new car tech, but it's too expensive and difficult to install. So in this instance, if you're going to have a professional do it, it costs at least $300, even upwards of $1,000, plus all the hassle of trying to get this feature in your car. And it could be upwards of 10% of your vehicle value for one feature alone. As such, we still see 500,000 rear-end crashes in the US every single year, and 57% of these could be easily avoided. So we decided to do something about it. Introducing FenSens. It's the world's first smart parking sensor. It's designed just like any other license plate frame, except it's completely wireless, installs in less than 5 minutes with no professional help, and it comes with Bluetooth technology that connects directly to your smartphone with an app that launches automatically, alerting you via audio, visual, and vibration alerts for objects detected in front or behind your vehicle. This is the epitome of simplicity and affordability for new car tech on your vehicle. We actually put it on a 1969 Karmann Ghia in less than 5 minutes. I'll do a quick demonstration for you. Pretty much the same stuff in the new cars. Today's consumers want products to be plug and play. They want it to work right out of the box, and that's our whole focus for our company. There's over 220 million cars in the US that do not have this technology, and over 1 billion cars globally. Our team has over 40 years of experience and 15+ product launches working for some of the top companies in the world. We have over $200,000 in pre-orders, and we have 5 patents pending. We have a Best Buy, an exclusive Best Buy contract to launch in Canada. We'll be in stores across Canada in June. We also have retail interests in over 100 countries around the world who understand the simplicity and affordability of our solution that it offers to the marketplace for the first time. But that's not all. We're launching 3 more products, and we see a way to disrupt the entire $40 billion automotive accessories aftermarket with products like a low jack competitor that's 1/7 the cost, that you could track your lost or stolen vehicle right on your smartphone. A lot of opportunities in this space. So in case you missed out on the smart home, I invite you to participate in the smart car automotive IoT revolution, which is just getting kicked up, and FenSens is one of the leading companies in that field today.
All right.
Thank you.
Congratulations to FenSens. Well done. 4 minutes on the clock for questions. Go ahead, Brian. You want to jump in there, I think.
Yeah. I have actually a couple questions. One is how long do you think you'll have this disparity with cars not having these types of sensors? And it sounds like you've already made some traction. You mentioned IoT. Are you collecting data on how often somebody's getting super close to something? What are you doing with the IoT part?
Yeah, good question. So right now we are collecting data. We're not doing anything with it yet. We're just figuring out what to do with it in the future. We are talking to a lot of insurance companies who love this. I mean, they're covering $6 billion in damage in the U.S. So we're talking really close to State Farm, Allstate, companies like that. So there is a lot of data play for that in the future. There's also other products and tie-ins where we could have a service component, which I won't go into too much detail here, but you could stop by our demo pit and learn more about our vision for the company. As far as the market, the average car on the road is 11 years old, and the average American can't afford a new car. So they can't get all those new car features right now in the aftermarket, so they are looking for solutions. In the US, we have a very strong market for at least the next 10 years for this product, but this is really just our beachhead product. We're doing a lot more. But more importantly, I think the international market gets very interesting for us because they don't have all the new car tech. In fact, we already have customers in over 50 countries around the world, and I actually got an order from Dubai just the other day. A guy has a brand new car, and he has a backup camera and sensor on his car, but he doesn't have it on the front. So he ordered our product just to have it on his new 2017. And we get that a lot from people, too.
So in the future, you said you're going to have a camera. I presume that actually opens the market up a lot more because then you have applications for insurance and dash cam type things. I also presume that's going to take more power consumption. So just talk about maybe the future with a camera and how do you charge it and what do you see, where do you see the company going with the camera once you have it, et cetera?
Good question. So we went with the parking sensor because it was a good minimal viable product. The two key problems we're trying to solve with this and other products is affordability and simplicity. And that's what you don't get in the automotive aftermarket accessory today. So the sensor that we put together has a very long battery life, over 7 months, universal AA size battery. So if you lose them, you could pick up another one at the convenience store. It's very convenient. For the camera version, we're working on longevity of the battery power, so we could get it up to around 6 months, because user habits are usually formed over 3 months. And if you talk to anybody that has a backup camera or sensor, they can't live without it. So there's a certain point we need to get past with the battery life to make sure that it's a good user experience and people will continue to use the product going forward.
So I imagine people are using your product so they can avoid getting into accidents, but people inevitably do and will continue to get in accidents even if they use your product. And Americans are very litigious, so I'm curious, how do you anticipate dealing with the liability implications of a product like yours? Well,
the insurance companies trust us enough to underwrite our company, and we already have product insurance.
Good answer.
Thank you.
Costs?
Cost, it's about $30 at scale. It's $40 for a low inventory run. At $30 at scale, we sell it for $149.99, but we have plenty of profit margins there to work with. Our goal is to get it down to $99, introduce the camera version at $150 a couple months after the release of this one. We're pricing it a little bit higher than we need to because we know that it's still much more affordable than the alternatives, and you could always go down in price. You can never go back up in price. So it gives us a lot of room to move there.
You know what's interesting? I agree, it's a problem that, all cars will have these features eventually. But what I like about your vision is that you're thinking about a collection of different services, and people have a lot of regret after they buy a car. Hey, I didn't put a low jack in, or hey, maybe I could have a dash cam. And if you can be the nest of that, where people trust you and you have 6 or 7 different products, there are people who would add these to their cars, I believe. Did somebody else have feedback?
Just a question about the low jack product. Is that going to be a 2018 project?
Probably 2018, yeah. That's the exciting thing about this space. You're exactly right. We tell a lot of people it's kind of like the drop cam was to the home. This is like the drop cam for the car. There's a lot of other cool technologies that we can put out there, and we're looking at integration partnerships with Verizon, Hum, and other companies, and how we could build a platform of devices around what they're doing, and everything can play nice with each other.
Okay, well done.